Hello guys, welcome to Data Hacks. In this video, I'm gonna explain about dynamic routing and other routings related to dynamic routing. When you do not know the exact segment name ahead of time and want to create a route from a dynamic data, you can use dynamic segments that are filled in a request time and pre-render at build time. So you don't know the route value, but you want to render the route with that dynamic value. At that time, we can use dynamic routing. You can see the example here. The square bracket value will be a dynamic one. You don't know the value. If we want to assign a value in URL, we will assign the value. So this value will assign to the variable which is there in the inside the dynamic or square bracket values. So this value will get the data and render the page. Let me explain with a practical demonstration. So here we have a dashboard and home page. So inside a dashboard we have a setting and a normal page. I'm going to create one folder again, and folder is going to be dynamic and post. Inside this post, I'm going to have a page.js. Here, let's create a React function component, and here we are going to get the dynamic value using params. And instead of page, here I'm going to provide params.post. So this params means it will get the value from the variable which we have defined here. So let's go to the front end. Before that, trigger the terminal npm run dev. So let's go to the home page and provide value dashboard. And we are not using setting, so I'm removing this setting and provide 1. Let's wait, it will render the page. You can see our value has been rendered here properly, value 1. So if I'm going to change to value 125, in a meantime it will change the value has been changed as a file. The value has been assigned in a URL, and it will store in a post variable which is present between a dynamic or array. So this params will get the variable and render the value here. This is how dynamic rendering will be happen. Next, here we want to generate a static dynamic pages. How we have to create a static generate page? Here we have to use another function which is called export async generate static params, and function here in a return value I'm going to provide return. We have to return the values in an array only, even though if we have a single value here. And first we have to give the variable which we have in the array. So here I have post variable and I'm going to assign a value called 2. Next, we are going to front end. Instead of this y 2, this page has been generated properly. Here we can assign multiple object also, like 2, 1 and whatever value we can give, but we have to understand these values will act as a path for the page. So in this video you have to learn what is generate static params means. This function will use to define a path. I will post a separate video for this particular function. At that time you can learn about this particular function. Catch all routing. Dynamic segment by adding an ellipsis inside the brackets. So the catch-all routing means nothing but we can define multiple segments to the URL. Here you can see I have given spread operator inside the array. The value has been assigned. Next, the value has been allocated to the variable. In the same way, you can see the second row and third row. We can have more than one value for a variable. This is how the catch-all routing will work. Here I have a post value, so I'm going to convert them to catch-all routing. So provide spread operator. Before showing demo, I'm going to comment this paths and provide URL multiple paths. So refresh, all these values will be rendered here. These values will be shown in an array. So let's go to the code and console the values. Log params. Open the terminal. So here you can see the values which are present in an array. Next, I'm going to explain about optional catch-all routing. Catch-all segment can be made optional by including the parameter in double square bracket. The difference between catch-all and optional catch-all segment is that with optional, the route without parameter is also matched. Example, if we didn't provide any values also, the page will be rendered. You can see the example here. I have updated the syntax here with a double square bracket. In URL, there is no value. Even though it accepts the parameter, it will render the page. For example, here we have catch-all routing. I'm going to convert them into optional catch-all routing by updating the syntax, and I'm going to remove the page from the dashboard folder to public. So in this way, if we don't provide any values also, this post dynamic post folder will render without any issue. Let's open the terminal and go to the home page and provide slash dashboard slash 3. Here the catch-all routing page has been rendered properly. So in case I'm removing the value, at that time also this page will render properly without the value. You can see the value 3 has been removed, but the page has been rendered properly without the params. This is called optional catch-all routing. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this, hit the like button, subscribe the YouTube channel. You will get the updates regularly on time.